view that.
Yeah. Well, I think the one thing that we did sort of conclude at some point was that to really appreciate any art, you just have to, because there's so much of it.
Yeah.
And like we said, it is kind of subjective. Whatever experience the observer has, that's sort of how they're going to perceive the art.
Yeah.
And I think maybe it's about appreciation. If you can't appreciate the art and everything about it, how it was made, and its final physical form, or it doesn't necessarily have to be physical, but that's gonna be like the major determining factor of whether or not someone likes it.
Yeah.
And even if they don't like it, they can still sort of appreciate
That it's,
the object, the work, the performance, how someone got there.
and that's one thing I do like about art, is that there is no right or wrong, and I'm totally cool with people not liking my stuff. But
Right.
I want them to, understand why they don't like it, is I guess what I'm asking for.
Mhm.
And sometimes a surface read is all you can have.
Mhm.
And I don't expect people to be able to dive very deep. I don't expect everybody to be able to dive as deep into the work as I have built for it. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with, my work being essentially a free diver's like range, and some people can go further than other people. Some people can hold their breath longer. Some people have more knowledge.
Mhm.
And then it's like, I guess when I peruse stuff like tested.com, or I go, look at scientific stuff or read, like I just read an article about some mega dinosaur that they found, or some ridiculously large dinosaur.
Mhm.
And some of it I am able to understand, and some of it I have no clue. And I'm okay with that. And I understand why I don't.
Yeah, that's
Same
another
with that knowledge.
similarity, because that
Yeah.
happens a lot in research. Scientific research is same thing. You might read about some monumental new discovery in science or nature,
You're only hitting like a few.
and you're kind of, it's the same thing. You're trying to figure out, okay, well, what does this mean?
Mhm.
How, and then trying to understand the background of how the researcher got there. Many times, it's like learning a new language, I like to think, because in any field of study, there's plenty of sort of, jargon, if you will, from whatever sort of background that is, that has their own terminology. So you have to learn all those terms, whether it be, I don't know, anything from computational biology to, astrophysicists that work on the same type of, they have their own languages. And
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing with the art. The ceramics people have all their jargon, and sculpture has everybody has.
Yeah.
It's the same thing in art too. Especially when you start crossing stuff like over to the music realm, it's kind of a foreign.
Yeah, I guess
playland for me.
that's kind of a different
Yeah.
thing altogether.